Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the studies. Yesterday, we were discussing about the differences that were existing between Samir Ek and Samir Do. And besides, we also discussed about the inequalities inequality of economic status, and then there was a discussion of caste inequality also. And here one thing you must remember that inequality is not diversity. Okay. Now we will proceed to this section. What does diversity add to our life? How diversity is useful for us? Okay. Now I'm reading the text. Just like Samir Ek and Samir Do became friends, you might have friends who are very different from you. You have probably eaten different kinds of food in their homes, celebrated different festivals with them, tried out the clothes they wear, and learned some of their languages as well. So what happens when there is a diversity in a society? In that case, what we find that many times we become friend with someone who is very different from us, and in that situation, we really enjoy that difference because our friend is different from us. It means that the friend maybe he may eat different kind of food. He may be celebrating different types of festival, and he may be wearing different clothes. And in this way, we also become aware of all these different kind of foods, different festivals, different clothes, different languages, and in this way, all these things enrich us. It make us more valuable. So this is the most advantage thing about the diversity. Now we are proceeding to next paragraph. I am reading the text. You probably like reading and hearing stories and adventures about different animals, people, and even ghosts. Perhaps you even enjoy making up stories yourself. Many young people feel happy when they read a good story because it gives them lots of ideas to make up more stories. People who write stories get their ideas from all sorts of different places, from books and real life, and from their imagination. So here now all of us like reading and hearing stories, isn't it? Either we like to read a storybook or we like to hear stories from someone. And these stories contain different type of different type of things are there in a story. Some stories are about animal, some stories are about ghost, some stories are about queen and kings. In this way we find that stories are of different kind, and people enjoy hearing those stories or reading those stories. And many times it also happens that when we read some story, we get some idea of writing a new story of our own. In this way, those who are a writer, those who write stories, they get their ideas from different types of books they read. They get their ideas from different places. They get their ideas from the real life, and they also get their ideas from imagination. And from all these, they get the idea to write stories, and we really enjoy those stories. The readers enjoy those stories. Okay, so the writer is a person who gets ideas from different sources, and then he uh, start writing anything about his own experience in the form of a story. Okay, now the next chapter is in the next paragraph is there. Some may have lived in forest close to animals and chosen to write of their fights and friendship. Others read real accounts of kings and queens and wrote stories about love and honor. Some dipped into their own childhood and some dipped into their own childhood memories of school and friends and wrote stories of adventure. So we are discussing about the writers. The writer who lived in forest, who lived close to animals, prefer to write about the animals, their fighting between them, their friendship. All these things are written in the form of a story when a person who lives in a forest close to animals becomes a writer. Then so there are some people who loves to read the accounts of kings and queen, and these people, these authors write stories about love and honor of the king and queens. Then some are there who love their childhood memories, and they write stories of about these memories only. So in this way, we see that story writing is a skill which is developed because of your surrounding. In whatever surrounding a person lives, according to that surrounding, his skill of writing also develops. His idea of story also develops according to the place where he lives. Now you have to do an imagination. Imagine if all the storytellers and writers that you have heard and read so far were forced to live in a place where all people wore the same two colors, red and white, ate the same food, maybe potatoes, took care of the same two animals, for example, the deer and the cat, and to entertain themselves played snake and ladders. What kind of stories do you think they would write? So now you are asked by this book that you have to imagine a situation where all the authors, all the storytellers are living in the same circumstances. All the people who are writers, they are living where all people wore the only two colors dress, red and white. All the people around them, whoever people are living around these authors, and the authors themselves ate only one food, that is maybe potato, and they took care of only two animals. All are taking care of same two animals, that is, for example, it may be deer or a cat. And in order to have some entertainment, they played snakes and ladders, all the people. Okay, now what happened if an author, if a storyteller is living in such a atmosphere where no diversity is there, everything is same, all the people are wearing same type of cloth, all the people are eating same food, all the people are keeping same animals as pet, all the people are playing the same game, and then in that case what will happen, that the power of imagination will weaken in the authors. They will not be able to imagine any new thing, and their creativity will be lost, and they won't be able to write anything interesting. So in this way, what we find that if there is uniformity, then our life will become very uh, it will there will be no charm, then our life will become charmless, and an author will not get any inspiration to write a story, an interesting story. So in this way we can say that diversity gives creativity, it gives imagination to our ideas. Okay, now we will talk about diversity in India. Okay, India is a country of many diversities. We speak different languages, have various types of food, celebrate different festivals, practice different religions. But actually, if you think about it, we do many things that are similar, except that we do them in different ways. Okay, so now we are talking about diversity. There are different types of diversity is existing in India, and now we are going to give some uh, minute details about diversity. How do we explain diversity? Okay, this is I am here. How do we explain diversity? Now I am reading the text. A little more than 200 years ago, or long before the train, aeroplane, bus, or car became a part of our lives, people traveled from one part of the world to another in ships, on horses, on camels, or on foot. So now we are talking about that period when there was no train, no aeroplane, no bus, no car. Means it means that there were no means of transport was there. Modern means of transport was not there. People were traveling at that time. Also, people were traveling, but the means of transport were ships, horses, camels, or they used to travel on foot also. Often they went in search of new lands or new places to settle in or for people to trade with. And because it took so long to travel, once they got to a place, people stayed there, often for a long time. Many others left their homes because there were famines and drought, and they could not get enough to eat. Some went in search of work while others left because there was a war. So, in this paragraph, what we are discussing, it's about reason of travel. Why people used to travel from one place to another place. People used to travel in search of job, in search of people used to travel because they wanted to trade relationship with other people with in another place also, and many times people have to leave their home because there were famines and drought, and there was nothing to eat, so they could not survive at that place. Then they left that place and went to some new place. Okay, so in this way, many times there was a war also. Because of war, people also have to leave the place, and many times in search of work, people have to leave the place. So in this way, people used to travel from one place to another. And one more thing is there, that when people used to travel using animals or on foot, so it took a long time to travel from one place to another place. So what they do, whenever they went to a new place, they often stayed there for a long time. Okay, they don't come back from that place, but they stayed there for a long time. Sometimes, as they began to make their homes in new places, people began to change a little, and at other times, they managed to do things in the old ways. So, their language, food, music, religions became a mix of the old and the new. And out of this intermixing of cultures came something new and different. So, what is happening? People who are living at one place, for some reason, they are leaving that space. They are not. They are. They don't want to live in that place anymore because of war, because of famine. There may be any reason, and now they move to some other place. And when they go to a new place, what happens? That when they go to a new place, the circumstances is different at that place, and people began to change a little. Whatever practices they were doing in their older place, now in a new place, those practices are not they are not able to follow those practices, and now they have to manage the things. Some things, some new things they adopted, some older things they follow, and some new things they adopt. And in this way, what happens? There is intermixing of culture. Two cultures are mixed up, and thus what happens? A new and a different things uh, emerges. Okay, so in this way, what happens that the diversity जो इंडिया के बारे में we are talking about India कि India is a country of diversity. How this diversity came to India? These are the reasons for diversity in India. Okay, the history of many places shows us how many different cultural influence have helped to shape life and culture there. Thus, regions became very diverse because of their unique histories. So, what we find that different cultural, the influence of different culture shape the life of a particular region. According to the culture of that place, the whole life changes in the region. Okay, similarly, diversity also comes about when people adapt their lives to the geographical area in which they live. For example, living near the sea is quite different from living in a mountainous area. So diversity becomes diversity is the consequence of the geographical area also. If we are living at a place which is near the sea, then our life will be completely different from that place which is near the mountainous area. So the geography also plays a role in the diversity. And as we know, our country is full of geographical diversity also. In our country, there are all types of geographical features are available. In the north, there is mountain. In the Himalayas, in the north there is Himalayas. Then there are Gangetic Plain. Then Deccan Plateau is there. Then uh, islands are there. Then desert is also there. Then coastal plains are there in the east and west. So our country is full of geographical diversity, and this has also um, helped in maintaining diversity in India. Okay, so today I am concluding the study here only. What are the reasons of diversity in India? Why India is such a diverse country? So these are the reasons which are given. And here one thing I would like to tell you. Have you ever ate fried momos? Hmm? Fried momos, what happens? Momo is the food of northeastern part of country. Okay. In northeastern part, people used to eat this momo, boiled momo, steamed momo, isn't it? But when this momo comes in the northern part of the country, uh, as you may not be knowing but in northern part people prefer something which is fried. They like things which are fried deep fried things. So what happened? The momo has now been deep fried in the northern part, and thus a new dish emerges, that is fried momo. So this is the diversity of our country, which really enriches our life. क्योंकि what we are seeing, that we are now having a new dish. Okay, so in this way you can understand, you try to understand things in this way. Okay, now we will meet tomorrow.